Hello, fountain pen people. Here we are, another day, Monday, December 16th, getting closer to Christmas. And we have a new ink from the Diamine Inkvent calendar. This one, oh, it'll come out of there. This one is called Tundra, and it is a standard ink, which, if the history with this calendar serves, it will be a multichromal ink, even though it just says it's a standard ink, but we'll see. Let me pull out a pen for this. Okay, so let's do a little swatch of it to see what it looks like. It looks gray. The label looks gray. I've been fooled by that before this time. This, oh, look at that. It's kind of a gray with a hint of green. Not sure what it looks like to you on the camera, but that's kind of an interesting color. It is pale, not a particularly dark ink. We'll see what kind of shades it separates into there while we're waiting for me to pull out the pen. Okay, so those of you who haven't been to a fountain pen show, if you get the chance to, it would be fun. We have one here in Portland that has been 2 years running now. I've been to the San Francisco Pen Show as well, but that's the extent of my experience with them. But one person that I was always hoping to see at the pen show finally came to the one in Portland this year, in 2024, and I've always wanted one of his pens. And those of you who see this recognize it. This is one of the pen wraps that his daughters make, and this is the pen made by the artist Ryan Krusac. It is a gorgeous pen. It's got this scrimshaw dragon on there, and I can't remember what the name he gives the dragon, but it's basically the dragon's revenge. You know how they always show the dragon with the knight riding up on a horse gonna slay the dragon, but here you can see the dragon has got the knight, and the knight appears to be on fire. I love how this scrimshaw looks like a pen and ink drawing. There's a broken shield and there's the broken sword laying there on the ground and by the dragon's feet. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, and then the cap, of course, is carved with these dragon scales. There's a relief. You can feel it. It's really nice. I believe the cap is mahogany of some sort or ebony, a very dark brown wood. The body of the pen itself is made out of moose antler. But the section and the threads here and the inner cap liner are made out of another material, which I'm assuming is Delrin, which is a nice smooth resin that just is. You can make whole pens out of if you want to, but it makes for good parts in a pen as well. I have never inked this pen since I got it, and so this will be the first time. But the body of the pen comes off, and I picked up these converters from Jinhao. I just wanted to see how they worked. I think they're kind of fun. We'll see how this one works in this ink with this Tundra ink. One of the things I do worry about with this pen is staining this barrel, so I'm going to try to be careful that I don't do that. But anyway, filling the ink is kind of fun with these converters. You just push down on this spring-loaded syringe thing and put it down. Oh, it won't fit. It doesn't go in deeply enough. Try something else here. It fits so snugly, though, I can probably tip it and make it draw some ink. Let me try that one more time. This is a terrible experiment here. Oh, but it worked. That is hilarious. So this section is tapered enough that I stuck it in the lid here and it sealed it completely, so I was able to tip it and fill it without spilling any. That was cool. All right, get this a little wipe on there. I'm just looking at how this ink is separating on the napkin, and it's kind of a brownish gray with a blue halo. Interesting ink and a fantastic pen. I believe I have a broad nib on this one, It's not marked other than the Ryan Krusac mark on it. Oh, there it is on the side. There's a B for broad. So yeah, cool. I almost always get broad nibs when I get these steel nibs from either Yovo or Bach, because then I like to grind them into a special grind like an Italic or an Architect or something like that. And the broad gives you the room to do that. But looking at this ink here, get a little bit closer to the camera, you can see that it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's that brown, but there's kind of a shaded halo of a slight bluishness, and there's a couple of ink tones going on there. But anyway, this is the Ryan Krusac. I'm probably spelling his name wrong. I feel stupid. And I think this is the L16 pen of his, but it takes a number 6 size nib, and the ink is Diamine. And typical of all Yovos, this is writing very smoothly. Tundra. With a nice wet pen like this, it's not a bad ink to write with. It's not washed out, even though it is kind of pale. The shading will be obvious with it, which is from the Inkvent 2024 for December 16th. It's nice. I like it. This is not a pen that will have any kind of flex. It's a Yovo with a nail of a broad nib. But anyway, I thought that would be interesting to folks who may or may not have seen a Ryan Krusac pen in person. But it's natural materials, the wood and the antler with the Delrin. It's just a great combination. Anyway, I hope you have a good day.